Hey guys, good evening, good afternoon. It's about 4:20 p.m. and right now, today is 17th of September 2020, and I'm your host, Dr. Seema Jaina. I'm a SEBI registered research analyst, founder and chief mentor at StockPro, partner with Zerodha, Upstocks, Fires, and Nasta Trade. So, how are you guys? I'm sure you all are present on my channel. And before I go anywhere, if you do plan to reach out our team, these are the various ways you can get in touch with them on the Telegram. Please join my Telegram channel so that you can see on the YouTube. I make videos where you get the breakout after a few days. Like today, you got a breakout in Apollo Hospital, or for example, Dr. Reddy's, or for example, Infi. But in the live market, there are stocks which give breakout, and that you get on my live Telegram channel, right? And usually, saying more often than not, the stop loss rarely hits. If I give in a month about, let's say, 40 trades, so 2 or 3 stop losses, because market sometimes is very turbulent, are will hit, but not more than that. One or two is pretty. It's a very highly accurate research that we share with you all, and that to be free. You can be on my website and send a message through that, or through the Facebook or Twitter, or you can just call up my team, and I'm sure you are following me on the YouTube, right? So if you have found my research in worthwhile, or you think that it's really good, please share it with others. This is my channel, and I have shared only 2 stocks here today. One was BPCL. It gave 2 points. BPCL I gave at 417.5. It gave first target, just the first target. And then I have given UBL futures from 1050. It went till about, I think, 20 points, 20 odd points. I'll just have a look at it and tell you where exactly did it go. United Breweries. And on my, I'll just show you here. This is where we are. So it made a high of 1073, right? This is the movement that we enjoyed. This entire blast we enjoyed, with our members, and even on the Telegram channel. Then BPCL had given 2 points, right? Wherever I gave it, from there it just gave us 2 points, and the lot size is pretty good, so that translates into 3600 rupees, right? So these were the trades, and my jackpot trade today was Apollo Hospital, straight up and up and up and up, and the moment it crossed 1740, which was its high, lifetime high, it just didn't stop after that. It just been firing up massively. So I closed my positions today because I felt, that we are at the lifetime high. There could be a bit of reversal, and I was trading in the options. I had 2 lots of options, so I didn't really want to take chances, and I exited my trade with almost like 100% profit. Almost like 100% profit. So see here, used margin is almost like this, right? Um, Almost 100% only I got the profit, so which was pretty good, right? So, and this research I have posted for you, so it's not that you guys have no information about it. You had full information. I can show you this video in which I have talked about Apollo Tyres, right? So the research that I share with you is actually a very premium research. Many of the technical analysts cannot do this kind of research. See here, Apollo Hospital. Infi also I have given, right? Apollo Hospital and Infi. Those were my 2 trades. See, this is UPL. Before that, I'm sure I'm talking about Apollo Hospital. Here is Apollo Hospital. I have said that the trend line is breaking, right? And that break is very important for us, as that can lead to a good blast in the upward direction, right? So I can show you here Apollo Hospital. So if you notice, this is what I have drawn that day, and look at the blast that has come, right? So everything, like all this research is absolutely free for you guys, right? I have given, pharma stocks. I told you the pharma stocks, and some of the stocks that I had on my radar were Dr. Reddy, Biocon and Torrent Pharma. You can have a look at all of them. How are they performing? So today my topic is something different, so I'm going to talk about, let me just close it. And what I'm going to talk about today is the most underrated stock, which is Cummins India, right? This is on my radar for a good move up, and I'm expecting it to really brightly give a breakout soon. This is one of the most underrated stock. I don't know how much information you guys have about it, um, but I will share some information that I know, and probably that will be an eye opener for you people. And then I'll talk about its technicals, right? So this is how Cummins. I'm on the website of Cummins India, and if you know, this is one of the it's part of Tata Group, right? Probably that information you never had, right? This is one Tata Group company that is pretty much underrated. Like TCS, Tata Steel, Tata Motor, but Tata is a Cummins India is a part of Tata Group that probably you had no information, right? And what they exactly do, they are into making engine business, right? Engine business, and that to be what kind of business? Engines. Um, they manufacture engines from 60 HP to low, medium, and heavy duty on highway commercial vehicle markets and off-highway commercial equipments, right? The power system business designs and manufactures high horsepower engines and distribution business. So pretty, strong business, because one in this pandemic, that one industry that was least affected was the pharma industry. And pharma, in all this, the road and engines in the tractors and commercial vehicles are used to transport agricultural stuff, right? So that way it becomes a very, very important part. This company becomes an important company, right? So see, these are the Cummins showcases concept hydrofuel. So they keep investing into their own company time and again, right? They are investing in the research part, and that makes it a very important aspect, because if a company is earning and investing in their own research, that shows that they are ready for the growth, right? What I just also want to do for you, I'll take you to the ticker tape and show you what exactly the analysis says. So the return versus FD rate. Stock has been generating better return on equity than bank FD. Dividend returns, offers good dividend returns. Entry point, good time to consider entry as the stock is not overbought zone, and no red flags, right? But the intrinsic value is more, right now the current price is more than the intrinsic value, right? That's one concern definitely. But let's go into the holdings, right? So if you have a look at it, promoters holding is 51%. So anytime promoters holding is more than 50%, that's supposed to be really good, right? Because they believe in the product, they believe in that, they trust in their own product. Mutual funds, holding is about 18.56%, and uh, domestic institutional investors are about 27%, and this is about foreign institutional investors. Just a sec. Are about 8.6. And if you see, the mutual funds holding has gone a little down, but that's fine. This is holding constant, and let's see what is happening to the FIIs. They are slowly, gradually increasing their holding in the stock. Okay, so those were some points, and let's see the comparison with peers. So the PE ratio of Cummins India is 19, where if you have a look at it, AIA, Timken, and Thermax, they are pretty overvalued, right? And the price to book ratio is also pretty decent, somewhere in the middle, and the dividend yield is way better than the peers, right? So that's good. As far as the financials are concerned, there are some challenges over here, that lower than the industry revenue growth, lower than the industry's net income, and decreasing market share. That's a bit of concern, right? That you can see from here also, that the revenue has declined from year 2019 to 2020. The revenues have declined, right? But that's fine, because keeping in mind the pandemic and keeping in mind the situation the world was going through, it's definitely fine. And if we look at net income, there is not much of difference in year 2020, right? So those are some positives. And let's see the forecast, right? Higher returns expectation, and lower revenue growth. And um, what is this out here? It's talking about, I think, revenue growth, probably median, say little higher revenue growth, or I think that's what they're trying to suggest. And 2021 towards, this is the prediction, this is the forecast, what lies ahead. This is current, this is next year's, this is current, this is next year. So next year's projections are pretty much better. Okay, so there are 43% analysts which are suggesting to buy this stock, right? Let's have a look at the overview, right? Overview, there's not much. We have already checked all these overviews, right? The financial statement is not bad. See, if you look into the revenue, keeping in mind this year, I think this is pretty decent. So low pledged promoter holding. So promoter holding is almost negligible amount, insignificant amount is pledged. Whereas there is a decrease by the mutual fund, but at the same time, there is an increase by the foreign institutional investors. So this goes the fundamentals of the company, but let me bring you here, and we're going to be looking into the technicals of Cummins India. So here is Cummins India. So I have discussed this yesterday also, right? And what I want to show you here, that the stock is coming up really nicely. Stock has taken a good support on 200 moving average for good some time, right? And even the RSI is now coming above 60, right? That's in the daily time frame. But have a look at in the weekly time frame, it looks very promising. The way RSI is moving, shifting in the upward direction and giving about, but see again, as I'm doing the analysis on the weekly time frame, don't ask me, is it an intraday trade, right? A lot of people, a lot of you write that. That's not correct. So when I'm talking about weekly, you have to hold it for at least few months, right? 2-3 months is going to be a good time period. And be an alert investor, like you should all be very, very careful, when you're writing comments, because it's your time which is being invested into it. So ask useful, meaningful comments so that you can be helped into understanding market better. Now, what I'm expecting, what kind of target that I'm expecting, like, let me just draw it for you, because it looks pretty nice to me, right? This week's candle is a very, very promising candle. So this is what I'm expecting, right? So and the RSI, I mean, if this, see, what I want to tell you here, that if you remember my zeal video, right? I said that I want a little retracement by the RSI. Whereas in the case of Cummins India, it's have already taken that little dip and then bounced back right from the trend line. So I'm expecting now a big move up depending upon the market conditions. If the market, like today, a little bit corrected, tomorrow if it corrects, and I am okay with a delayed breakout. I'm pretty fine with it, because that will actually allow it to consolidate more. And when that happens, you can take an entry, and my targets are not going to be small in this. Our entry is going to be about at 500 or 495. Above 500 is a very, very good buying opportunity. 520, then 560, then 600, and then 640, and then 680. These are going to be my targets for the next couple of months. Please remember, 2 months is my horizon. So in case you want to trade, in futures, right? If in case you want to trade in futures, you can go for a lot, but not this month. You can take, September is about to finish. You can buy November lot, right? You can buy November lot and then go. You can buy that, right? And sit quietly. And if you want to know how to reduce your margin money, how do you sleep well in the night, leaving your position open, you have to understand. And in that case, you have to learn. And as I have told you, we have all these programs that we keep running, and you can be part of it. A lot of hands-on trading is given, trading tools are given and analyzed and told you how do you really play with the margin in such a scenario, right? Because if you go here on the in on the Zerodha's platform, and let's see what amount of money is required to pay if I want to buy one lot of Cummins India. I want to buy the November, right? So 1 lakh, it's not a huge amount, right? It's just 1,28,000 that you require, and your horizon is going to be huge. But again, it's not a good idea to leave your futures position open in the market, right? That's not a good idea. But at the same time, you can do something, I mean, which is what we teach, and you know, sleep well in the night, because there could be a gap down opening tomorrow, there could be a gap up opening tomorrow. Anything is possible, but you will actually not be in a position where you will feel what do you say, anxious that what will happen to your money. So all that is taught, and I'm sure you can be present here. We keep launching different programs at different times. You can be in touch with my team and learn about it. So if you're a newbie in the market, like you don't know much about market, we have a program called SMM, Smart Money Multiplier course. You can visit my website and talk to my team, where we will be about to begin this. And this, trust me, the kind of work we do, where we teach you option selling, where we teach you, you know, a lot of other things. This is a very, very decent amount. So anyway, this is a stock which is on my radar, and I'm telling you, my final target will be at least 652, right? Nothing before that, right? So almost like 150 points with a lot size of 1200, but my horizon is very large, right? Please do remember, do not if it corrects a few points and then goes up and then you have taken an entry, don't get hassled about it, right? Because we are taking a long horizon of about 2 months. So 2 months, my target is about 150 points, which could be about 20 to 30%, right? So this is one of the stock. Before I close, I also want to discuss with you Zeal, right? So I told you that I want Zeal to correct a little bit and then come up, right? And that is what exactly Zeal is doing. And this will also be a very, very nice. See here, I told you I wanted to come down, RSI to come down, take a support on 60 and then bounce from here. So if now it crosses this high, please remember that would be a very beautiful trade, right? Really, really a beautiful trade. So get ready to trade well and get yourself trained. It barely cost anything, right? Just imagine the amount of money that you can mint, right? Lot size of 12,000 and with 150 points, we will make it lesser as well. Like we will have ways and means to find out how the stock can be bought with least risk exposed in the market. So take care, guys, and really mint money along with my team, along with my channel, along wherever you want to follow me. I'm your host, Dr. Seema Jain, and I'm closing it right now, but I'm expecting you all to make good money and take care of your health. And right now, Corona is just spreading like anything. Take care. In every situation, your money should be protected, your family should be protected, and your health should be protected. Take care. See you live in one of the webinar. Bye bye. Take care.